Hi, I'm Roxanne, and this is my volleyball stats program. So let's go over my code here on the left. So I open with my player class, and I declare all my variables. Here's my constructor for that array, and then the constructor where I input it with a certain given values. I have all my set and my get methods, and then here are my two things where I'm making the calculation using the array. So this is the hitting percentage, where I average the kills array and then multiply by 100 to get the hitting percentage. Here's my passing average calculation, where I average all the passing numbers, and then that will return the passing average for that player. The next method I have in here is my print stats method. So this is how I format the printing with the passing numbers, the hitting numbers, and then passing average and hitting percentage. So that's the end of my player class. Next I have the display class, which is the part that actually runs. So my first two are the enter passing and enter hitting method. So this is something that I used a lot. It's where I prompt the user to input all the passing numbers and all the hitting numbers. So instead of having this code just repeated, I made a method out of it so that I could just call this method and have it be done easily. And that returns the array that is created by the user inputting that. So I made it a lot easier further down in the code. Then I have all of the methods that make up the menu of my code. So here I have the method to search for players, next the method to modify, the method to add, the method to delete, and the method to print all. So within all of these I have a for loop so that it circles through the entire array and selects the appropriate player to either modify, add, delete, all of that. So down here, this is the main code of my program. So I have a little intro here about welcome, all that, and then this is where I create the array, the initial array, and I ask for the length of the array. And then this goes through and creates the initial array. And then we go to the while loop that has all of the menu options. So the user can input one of the numbers and it'll keep going until they input Q for quit. And this little if, else if statement here will just run this code. So if the user picks the search, then the search function will run for the method that I created up there, inputting the player records, which is what would contain the new array of all the player stats and records. So yeah, let's run this. So let's say if I'm just statting two players, if I enter a name, so I'll use my own, and I'm not having a very good game. So alright, let's say I'm hitting a little bit better, and I also can have it handle some errors, so I'm hitting a little bit better. So for player 2, let's use my sister's name. So passing numbers, let's say she was playing a lot better than me. And she had a little kill run, and then it wasn't going so well, and then another little kill run. Alright, so then I could search for a player, so I can search for that, and it will display. If I want to modify, I could enter new numbers. Let's say that, actually I entered that totally wrong, and she played terribly, so, let's say she hit. Okay, she's gotten. So then I could add a new player if I want to add a new player. Let's say just Jane. So I can add a new player, and this will just keep going. So she really just played terribly. I can delete. So if I want to delete Lucy, can, and then print all, and that would input that. So see, Lucy was deleted, and then finally I can quit the program, and the program won. So yeah, there's my program, nicely formatted and clean and all that, and then here's my code.